Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, I'm going to give you a quick look at the Hiya Toys Rambo First Blood Part II and Rambo First Blood Part III. John Rambo. His name's John, isn't it? I just felt like it's not John. It is. It is John Rambo, isn't it? That sounds like I'm making it up now that I'm thinking about it, but that's got to be what it is. Unless I'm actually going insane. John Halo is a character. Anyway, these are the 2 and 3 Rambos. I already reviewed number 1. If you want to see that review, I'll have it up there if you're on PC. It'll be up there on mobile, but very briefly, and then it'll be down in the description below. I'm going to do both these guys in one video because they're mostly the same figure with different accessories, so I figure we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's go ahead and get them off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, before we get into the review, I'm going to start with the packaging. We're going to start with Part 2, obviously, because it comes before Part 3. I'll show you the Part 3 stuff when we're done with Part 2. So here's the packaging. It is a big sleeve, whatever you want to call it, that goes over the box. Nice enough artwork. And there you go, there's the back. It's not the most interesting thing when you take it off. It doesn't change too much. Okay, so that's the packaging. A lot of packaging with these guys. They are quite substantial packages. Alright, so here we go with number 2, Rambo. I'm not going to do the height. I'm not going to do the articulation. They are the same bodies as before underneath all the clothing, so I don't want to waste your time. Again, check out that first review if you want to see it. I'm just going to show you the clothing because that's what's relevant here. I'll show you the head sculpts and the accessories, and then you'll be able to tell what you want to do. Okay, question of the day before we start. Which Rambo movie was your favorite? And are you buying these figures, or is the clothing putting you off? Because I get so many comments from people. Half the people say, oh, soft goods all the way. The other half the people say, no, plastic. Silly, plastic. They're action figures. I am 99% of the time a plastic person. To me, the soft goods just never look right. Even on Hot Toys, they're still not accurate to scale, and they impede articulation just too much. Even when they're done as well as they can be done. And these figures are decent for the scale, I think, but it's still just too much baggy for me, too much material, too much distraction from a good figure. So let me know what you guys think. So let's look at his clothing. He is wearing the black canvas type outfit, and it is oversized. The buttons are well enough done, and it does have magnets to hold it together. I love the way they did that. They are doing a good job at this scale, but at this scale, it's very hard to do. And don't bring up Mezco, because Mezco's figures are a lot bigger than this, and a lot chunkier, and I don't think they do it that much better anyway. But you guys can debate that, I guess, in the comment section below. So yeah, you have the jacket. You obviously can remove it, and underneath the jacket, you have his tank top, which they did sew around the edges so that it doesn't fray any more than it already has. But around the edges that are still there, you're going to get a little bit of fraying going on. So it looks okay, and you can probably get away with that kind of thing for Rambo anyway. But be aware, the tank top is not the nicest looking thing, but you can remove that if you want to also, so you have the topless look. And I showed you the musculature on the first release. It's actually a really nice sculpt, and the plastic they're using and the paint they're using is very nice. He's quite well sculpted, so there's that. So if you want to take off this goofy looking jacket, it would make the figure look a lot better. His pants are really nicely done. They don't look overly baggy or anything like that, and they won't impede articulation too much. He does have the knife sheath over here. And then the boots, they look really, really good, but the problem with them, it's just like the first guys, they were made out of a really soft plastic, which I think will end up tearing if you use it at all. I mean, not right away, but ultimately. The sculpt is nice, the paints are nice, it's really, really good looking. And it's functional enough for now, but it's a soft PVC. Or some kind of fancy silicone, but I'm guessing it's just PVC. It feels like PVC. So yeah, it's risky. So this guy, his best attribute will be to take his shirt off, I think. And then it's going to look like a decent figure because the pants aren't overly bulky on this one. They actually look quite nice. I guess we could take this part of the jacket off, this part of the jacket, this part of the clothing. Let's just get the arms back and do this. I hate dressing and undressing little action figures because it's quite annoying, but you guys who like the clothing, I guess you're used to it. Or maybe that's why you like the clothing. I think we just figured something out. Are all the Mezco fans into the action figures because they can undress them? I'm gonna get so many angry comments. Why won't that come off? Is it stuck somewhere? There we go. Alright, so yeah, he already looks much better with the jacket off, and like I said before, on the first review, the pants looked bad and it threw off the look of the figure. This one looks much better, I think. And then yeah, if you want to pull this off, you can. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get it to tuck back into the pants. The same thing was true for the first guy. But this guy's pants are much nicer looking. The first one had functional pockets. This one appears to not. Yeah, no function there. These are functional up here, but not down here. So yeah, he looks okay. Now let's look at the head sculpt. Does that look like Sly enough for you guys? I think at this scale, it's pretty darn good. The paints are clean as heck. I like that. But is it good enough? I think so. I think at this scale, you're not going to do much better. The hair has sort of a metallic look to it, but I think that makes it look like what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, I think he looks pretty good. Once you get that big jacket off, he looks quite nice. So that's pretty good. So yeah, aesthetically, it's fine, other than that big oversized jacket. Now, as far as accessories go, you already saw the neutral head. I just showed that to you. You get 2 more heads with different expressions. I think they're pretty well done. Like, these are, at this scale, the paints are really nice, and the sculpts are pretty darn solid, so I'm pleased with that. You do get this over-the-shoulder sling for, I imagine it's for the shotgun, and then also for a knife. I don't know, but you get that. It's soft good. It's pretty good. You get all of these accessories. There's a lot of accessories in there, so I'll show them to you. Like this, it's easier for me to do it this way. You get the bow, you get the shotgun, you get the rocket launcher, get the AK, the knife, some stabby knives, a wrist device. Is that a watch? It looks like a watch. I don't want to open it because they're going to go all over the place, and between the 2 figures there's a ton. You get the necklace, you get a whole bunch of hands, everything you need. And the cool thing about the accessories is they're all functional. I mean, they don't shoot, but they have removable projectiles for the RPG. The shotgun stock unfolds. The AK has the mag. You can put his little knives in his belt. Like, they put a lot of effort into it. And then you also get a whole bunch of really nicely done arrows that can work with the semi-functional bow. It's a really good spread of accessories, and on top of that, you do get the display stands that we had before with this accessory storage. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good spread of things. So I would say the Rambo 2 Rambo is probably better than the first one. I think it comes with a better spread of accessories, and it looks better overall. The pants look way nicer. Once you remove this, once you remove his over-top jacket, he looks way better. I think the head sculpts are better done. I think overall the figure is much nicer than the first one. So if you like the first one, this one might be for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out number 3, and we'll talk about him. Alright, before we get into that part of the review, I want to show you my package. Again, I think this is the best package out of all of them, because it's way more dynamic, way more dramatic. Helicopters, horses, naked men, you know, the whole deal. It's a much better looking package. A little bit less interesting in some ways, but better in others. So there's the package for number 3, and let's take a look at the figure. Not super dissimilar to the last one. I think we're going to have the same effect, where we need to take off his jacket for him to look good. Otherwise, it's similar, very, very similar. We have different boots, slightly less detail in the boots this time. Pants look to be about the same, pretty close anyway. We have the scabbard up here. We have the jacket. It's a different jacket. It's close though, but this time it has, I guess it's supposed to be dirty. It doesn't look great to me though. And I gotta be honest, I'm not loving this head sculpt as much. The long hair looks decent, it looks pretty accurate, but the head sculpt doesn't look great to me. The face is a little bit off, though the paints are clean. The jacket is ruining it for me. So once again, the jacket is magnetic, which is pretty cool, so we're going to remove it and see if we can make him look better without the jacket. I think we can. They're always so annoying to take off, the clothes on these little tiny fake men. Alright, so his tank top actually looks way nicer, so maybe that was a choice they made. I don't remember his tank tops in the movie, like the details of them, so maybe the second movie had a tattered tank top and this one didn't. But yeah, once again, he looks way better. As soon as you take the tank top off, he looks pretty darn good. Not maybe the best thing in the world, but definitely good enough for a little soft goods covered man. So that's alright. The necklace, it's a little chunky, but you can adjust that. So yeah, he looks much better once again. His tank top is way nicer here. And then, like I said, the head sculpt, maybe not as much. But still, if you're looking for a Rambo figure, this is not a bad way to go once you get rid of that big jacket. Alright, so he looks pretty decent. So let's look at the accessories. Where are the alternate heads? There they are. Alright, so you get the neutral head that I just showed you. Then you get a couple more expression heads. I don't think these are as good as the second one. I think number 2 is the way to go. These are okay. It's not the long hair that's bugging me, it's the faces. They don't look as good, but they're still decent enough. So you have those. And then we get a whole big spread of hands, just like the last one. So lots and lots of hand options. And then we get his little backpack, which is surprisingly nicely done. Like, it's really good. And the clips, do they actually work? If these clips actually work, I will be just smitten, because they're so tiny. I think they're gonna work. I'm scared to do it. They work! They work! That's so cool. I hope that was in focus. It's so tiny. Story of my life. Yeah, the clips actually work on the backpack. That is so cool. Alright, so we get the backpack, and then you get another over-the-shoulder sort of gun-holding, knife-holding thing. Are these functional zippers? No way. They can't be. No, they're not. They look like they are, but they are not functional zippers. This is held together with a magnet, though their use of tiny magnets is splendid. So yeah, pretty cool accessories there. You get the whole spread here, not dissimilar to number 2. That looks like, we have an AK with a grenade launcher. Is that Dragunov? Maybe? I don't know. Then we have the RPG, Molotov cocktail, the grenade for the grenade launcher, a knife, whatever that is, some kind of pouch. Oh, is it some C4? I don't know what it is. It's something. A grenade, a watch, a real Rambo knife, and then we get the new bow that has the clip on it that actually holds the arrows. I'll show you the arrows in a second. But yeah, really good spread of accessories there. I'll show you the arrows now, actually. So good arrows, same arrows as the number 2 release. But really nice spread of accessories, and just like number 2, the accessories are semi-functional. The mag comes off on the rifle, the sniper. You get the mag and the grenade for the AK, and then like I said, the bow holds the arrows, and then the boot holds the knife. So yeah, really nice spread of accessories. This one is less good looking, I think. Better accessories, but less good looking compared to number 2, so you're gonna have to decide what you want to do. He does come with the stands and storage and everything like before too. But yeah, it's a good accessory. It is a good accessory set, but it is also a decent Rambo. I just don't like the faces as much. There's something about the eyes that aren't quite right. But for you Rambo people, I do think you're getting a decent figure. If you're okay with the soft goods, 2 and 3 look way better than 1. The pants look way nicer. Way nicer. The hair, or the head, looks worse on 3, but the best on 2. So yeah, you're gonna have to decide what you want to get, but I think 3 is the best accessories, 2 is the best figure, and 1 is just specifically if you want number 1, I guess. So there it is. Now you have enough information to decide if you want to get these Rambo figures or not. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, but that's it for me. So if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos just about every single day, and I do have thousands of videos already on my channel. So make sure you come back for all of that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.